All right, guys. So our next topic here is none other than we're going to stick in the DCEU actually for this too. By the way, this is a we got this a little bit. I don't know if it was necessarily sooner. The other trailer for this, we got a new trailer for James Gunn's Suicide Squad, but I felt like we just got the other trailer like not all that long ago. But I guess the movie is coming out here like in a couple months, so we should be getting some more trailers here soon, I guess. But I thought this trailer was really good personally. I think it. They teased the whole um Starro thing in the last trailer. So now they just dropped like, yeah, it's Starro and Project Starfish and etc. Like John Cena had his little joke there with when starfish, and it's also a name for like butthole. You think there's any relation? Like that was kind of funny. Like that was good. And like I thought, I'm
What's up?
excited for this movie personally. What did you guys think about it? Do you guys like hype for this movie at this point?
I'm super hyped. I think it'll be sweet.
I think it'll be good too.
Right.
Looks fantastic.
What's up,
Like
creeps? John.
I'm excited for it personally. I'm trying to
I
pull
mean,
up some cool clips of it.
it's got like just the opening part. Like it's not like obviously you're gonna get James Gunn's like I don't know a little less probably restrained, but his sense of humor. Like you're gonna get that Guardians of the Galaxy type comedic interplay between the team members. Maybe a little more crude, a little more adult because this will be rated R versus the PG-13 version you get with Guardians. So you get that type of humor, which will be great and funny and hilarious. But then you're also like just the opening segment with Bloodsport and like why he's in prison and why he would join this team and Amanda Waller kind of manipulating him. Like I think there's going to be some real emotion and stakes in this movie too. It's not just going to be it's going to be a lot of stupid blow 'em up funny jokes and stuff too, but you're also going to have some heart behind it too, which I'm looking forward to.
That's a good way to put it.
I could see a lot of people too with the way they introduced Bloodsport himself, like people being confused and thinking he's just Deadshot. Because if you remember,
Yeah.
Deadshot was pretty much in the movie for the same reason, like something about his daughter, and it's like,
His
oh, is he
daughter.
It's
just
the same sort of concept.
yeah? It's like, is he just playing the same guy? Like, I could see it being confusing for people. I don't think anybody really care though. I mean, they could. Honestly, I think most people, when Idris Elba first got announced to be in the movie, I think everyone assumed at first he was just replacing Will Smith anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
yeah.
you would probably think. Yeah.
so I don't know. I think it looks great though. I think if anything, I hope this movie does good because we could get some good hot toys out of this, man.
That's like your like modus operandi with all of this. It's just like
That's all that matters, Rick. Can I put something in my shelf? Like,
Right.
what do you mean? I would love a king shark. I don't think they would ever make it.
Like a seamless king shark.
Yeah, a
Seamless
seamless
body.
king shark. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be fucking awesome. Like, you can't tell me that wouldn't be awesome. But then Harley,
Well,
I
you
could
know-
see getting two Harleys, but like she's in two different outfits.
Well, you know, it'd be super awesome is a 5-foot Hot Toy Starro figure.
Oh yeah, dude,
that
that'd be
towers
super
above them
cool.
all.
I want a weasel.
Like you could have a whole entire like corner of your room sectioned off and have Starro towering over all of them and them all around him fighting them all.
Yeah,
It's
like
just-
up on his shoulders.
Speaking of Starro, this trailer did show us because we talked about this before. Like, are we going to get the small Starros? Oh, we're getting the small Starros.
Oh,
they're everywhere. There was a
Yeah.
lot of them. I'm trying to find it in the trailer again, but they were fucking everywhere. So
yeah.
I'm curious if they're going to do anything with them or if they're just going to be kind of nuisances. I don't see a world where James Gunn doesn't have those things grabbing onto people's faces and taking control of them. Like, I don't
Sure.
see it. Like, he has to go. He has to do that.
The visual image of that is pretty creepy and pretty cool looking. Like there I mean anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, just Google like Starro. In particular, if you want to Google JLA Starro, there was a JLA story with Starro. I mean, there have been tons of Justice League stories with Starro, but there was a particular one back in the 90s that Grant Morrison did that was just actually I think it was a fill-in issue that maybe Mark Waid did, but it featured Starro and it was just a phenomenal story that they did and just really creepy imagery of the Justice League with the starfish covering their faces and taking control of them. really cool concept and good execution. So, but I will say the one thing I'll say is I think it came
Yeah, they
up
are.
either this week or yeah, they're there. I think it came up this week or recently. Yeah, look at that. That looks awesome.
They're fucking everywhere, dude.
I can't wait. I can't
There's a
wait.
lot of them.
There's a lot of them. That's gonna be cool.
It came up this week, I think, or maybe it's been a few weeks now. But James Gunn was asked. He was asked point blank, "Is this movie set in the DCEU?" I mean, obviously they reference Superman being shot by Bloodsport with a kryptonite bullet and stuff, and I think I'm pretty sure James Gunn's response was, "Yeah, this is still set in the DCEU. I mean, these are the characters they're carrying over." DC is really kind of painting themselves into a very strange corner here where they don't want to bring Henry Cavill back. They want to eliminate some aspects of the DCEU, but they clearly want to carry some of the aspects over. And it's like they can't just make up their minds and do something with it. Like I don't I'm very confused as to how they're going to keep this narrative going with this pseudo mainline continuity that they've established between Wonder Woman and Aquaman and the Suicide Squad and all the movies that came before that tie into them, but then also have their all these one shots that don't tie into it, but then also not even really tie the ones that do go together. Like it's a very odd scattershot approach, and maybe what is it, Discovery having control now, maybe they'll figure out a way to get their act in order and get things lined up so it makes a little more sense. But it's a very odd corner that they've painted themselves into right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Like the only thing I'll say is that they haven't said that they didn't want to work with Henry Cavill anymore. So I just hope that
No, they
about the
just
Henry
released
Cavill
they just
they
won't
just
do it.
released a press announcement. They released a press announcement on his birthday that they are working on a new Superman script featuring a black Superman as the lead. Like, I mean, yeah, you didn't say you didn't want me for the job, but you told you told everybody how good this
Right.
other candidate was. You
Well,
know?
just bear in mind the fact that they're making a black Superman movie. That means Henry Cavill can still be Superman. That's my only
Yeah, it's
So they
like.
had two Superman movies concurrently
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because
going. I
obviously
could see it.
they
Yeah,
could if they cast a black Superman, they can't just say it's Henry Cavill's at that point. That's just like then
sure.
I will throw all like I already shit on Warner Brothers enough. You can't just do that.
yeah,
Like, do
Yeah,
something original. Like, take advantage of actually tell a fucking
a
interesting
different
story.
story.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just say like, "Well, this guy is just going to be that guy now." Like, just completely overlook the fact that he's black and we could do a lot of cool stuff with the story with that. And we're just gonna throw it away. Just like, well, he's just gonna be the same one. Like, no,
yeah,
like, do it for a reason, man. I'd have to add
yeah.
though, while this shot has been up this whole time. This is James Gunn for you. He literally
Yeah.
has a giant starfish vagina here.
Yeah, it literally that's like exactly what that is.
It's 100% a giant starfish vagina that they're all coming out of. Like that is
Or
a
something,
very
yeah.
highly detailed vagina. No, it is. Like you can see the little hole here where they're all actually being shot directly out of it. Like this is a
Look at
giant.
that like pink shit to the right.
So well, that's just part of his skin.
I know, but it's just what.
So I mean, you know
It's
for a
gross.
fact we're gonna have a line of somebody saying something about this giant vagina. Like it's gonna happen. Like. Yeah, I can't. It's funny. Like you could throw this on there, a like 3-story vagina, and it's perfectly fine. It looks just like a real vagina, but you throw a real vagina on that camera, whew, like there are gonna be some problems. Like it's a fucking the world we live in.
We know they
dude.
exist, but you can't show them.
Exactly. It's like decapitation and giant alien vaginas that look just like vaginas. Those are fine, but do
But as long
not.
as it's not a
Yeah,
human.
don't show no titties though. Like,
Or do.
God. Yeah. Anyhow, I think this looks great though.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
think it looks
excited for this
good.
movie. And then shortly after this, Chris Pratt just said, I think he was on Kimmel, they're going to be shooting Guardians 3 like in November, I think. I think is what he was saying. Like November to I think from November to March is what he said. That's their shoot date for Guardians 3, so that's coming too.
Well, yeah, Gunn's gotta wrap up Peacemaker before he moves over to that. He's a busy guy right now.
He is, and then hopefully he comes back and does another. You wanna see him do, like, a Suicide Squad 2?
Part B.
3? I don't know, like, or with, like, something else.
Yeah, no, I mean, it just depends on kind of what he wants to do. If I'm DC, I'm telling him like, look, do what you want to do because from everything we've seen, this movie looks like it's going to be really good, and it's obviously good enough that they greenlit an HBO series based off of it. So
Right.
if he has ideas to do another Suicide Squad, let him do another Suicide. But if he has ideas to do something else in the DC universe, I mean, maybe he does the next standalone Harley Quinn movie,
That'd be good.
or
Maybe he does that
something.
Harley and Poison Ivy movie that
Harley and
Margot
Poison
Robbie
Ivy.
wants to
Yep,
do. Yeah,
there you go.
that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be good. See, having a writer as talented as him doing it, it would be a good movie. I would have more faith in it at least. Because the Birds of Prey movie just ended up not being very good. Like, I mean, I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of people like tend to
yeah,
think it was, but it was watchable. But it definitely missed the mark. It could have been a lot better. But I would like to see, like, that Harley and Ivy movie, but maybe even bring back the Birds of Prey and actually, like, let them do some stuff. Because like,
yeah,
what was her name? Can't remember her name. The girl who played Huntress, like, she's great, and, like, the girl who played,
Black Canary.
yeah, Black Canary was good in the movie too.
Yeah,
So, what is her name? Like, Winslet or something? The girl from, like, Scott Pilgrim and the girl from 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't know why I can't remember her name, but either way, Mary
yeah,
Kate
no,
Winslet or something.
that might
Mary,
be it.
I don't remember what it is. Either way, she's great. She's great, and she was great as Huntress. I would just like to have seen more of that. She had like 10 minutes of screen time. It's annoying.
Yeah,
Like, what I mean, you essentially call a movie Birds of Prey, and they're really not in the movie.
Right.
Like, it was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. And fucking Ewan McGregor's Black Mask was cool too. He's a little bit over the top, but he was cool, man. Like, I
yeah.
would totally love to see him. I'm pretty sure he died in the movie, but which is a shame. But anyway, it was good. And like, it had its moments, we'll say, at the very least.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
There it is. I was close. I knew it was Mary, and I said Winslet. I was around the right area there. So, speaking of area, we got this here too. So, nevertheless, so the question
Mhm.
is though, guys, the Suicide Squad trailer from James Gunn is coming out. And like I said, what would you like to see James Gunn do in the DC universe again after he's finished up with Peacemaker and Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Do you want to see him come back and do another DC movie? Maybe a Suicide Squad 2 or 3 or 2.5, whatever you want to call it, or just something else? Do a Harley Quinn standalone movie. Do Superman, bring Henry Cavill back and do Superman that way. Whatever you think, let us know down in the comment section below.